and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Taya Salam.
Always a delight to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakman.
Okay, let's get started with the show now. It's 4 days to the season 8 of the Channel's National Kids Cup. 4 states have already confirmed that they will be part of it. Ekiti State is coming, Delta State, and of course you have Edo State defending champions, that's where they're from, and Nasarawa. These are the states that have confirmed that they will be part of the nationals of the Channel's National Kids Cup.
Fantastic. So you see, we are getting ready for Showtime season 8 of the Channel's National Kids Cup. While we're waiting for the Channel's National Kids Cup to get started, today at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos, the 4th edition of the Nigeria Open will serve off. Lovers of table tennis, it's action time.
Yeah, action time. No Omar Asa, but no problems, because we've got Shegun Torella in the building. We've got Shonaike, Arno Kodrin, and the best table tennis players in the world will be in Lagos. Okay, from table tennis, we'll move on to football, where tonight the UEFA Europa League final will go down between Liverpool and two-time defending champions Sevilla and Basel. Apart from the trophy on offer, there's also the small matter of qualifying for next season's UEFA Champions League.
And that's no small matter. That's the real thing right there. Because
don't mind me,
I like the use of small matter. But you see, right there in the middle is the Europa League, but that can also give you the UEFA Champions League. So that's massive.
It's massive. And I know, a club like Liverpool, for example, and Sevilla, you know, they are going to be very motivated, you know, for that Champions League sport, because that's what exactly. Right. None of them have qualified by virtue of their domestic leagues. So it's going to be fireworks.
Fireworks.
No doubt. Can't wait for that. Yeah. Well, yesterday there was no fireworks at Old Trafford, because at the end of the day, they needed 19 goals. Right?
Okay. It was too quiet of a game. The stadium.
It was too quiet. The stadium was practically empty. And even at the end of the game, when Louis Van Gaal was addressing the crowd and all that, they started booing him. You know, more like addressing an empty crowd anyway. But you won't blame the fans, because it was a rescheduled game on Tuesday. Most people actually came out, you know, on Sunday wanting to watch it and see how the team can get the spot in the Champions League. But that didn't happen, because Manchester City already got that. But the game ended 3-1 with United players scoring all the goals. Chris Smalley scoring an own goal. And, of course, that actually denied David De Gea, who we felt might just be contending for the Golden Gloves because of his clean sheet. He had 15, Petr had 16. So if he had been able, he would have been able to contend for it. But right now,
Chris Smalling had other ideas.
Of course, he had other ideas. It's just that he wouldn't really get that. I mean, that's something that would have been a kind of bright spot in United season. It's not really been a fantastic season.
The main talking point out of that game has to be Louis Van Gaal and the kind of job he's done at United. Obviously, the confirmation now is there. They are not going to play in next season's UEFA Champions League. And we've been able to dig up, you know, a few starts then.
This was before the game last night.
Before last night's game, you know, they actually contributed to their 5th place finish in the league. Cecilia.
Okay, you have two shots, about 418, and of course they finished 16th in that one. That's the position they finished in terms of total shots. They shot on target 139, and of course in the position, well, you can see that then chances created 301, and check the position 18, and passes into final third 2,327, and that was what position 14 now. Passes backwards. Now, that's the first.
That's the main issue.
3,107.
Oh my God, this is a lot of digging, guys.
Yes, they finished first in that particular position, and sideways passes. And check it out, third in that one, 9,718, and average possession. Of course, second. Why not sideways and backwards and all that? At the end of the day, they come up with about 58.23%. That's second position in that one. That's the United. That we really don't know for this, but that's the season 2015-2016.
That sums it all. It sums it all up. It sums it all up.
Check the numbers of goals. They've scored 49 goals, the lowest since 1989 and 1990 season. That's the Louis Van Gaal season, and 19th league win this season, the joint lowest they've had. In 2013-2014 season, they also have the same 19 league wins, and Louis Van Gaal actually wants to remain in that position. He
wants to stay, right?
Yes, they missed the Champions League by virtue of the amount of injury that they had in November and also in December. And of course, they said particularly in the 2 full-back positions. What happened when those guys came back? He used them in the wrong position anyway. He said, okay, this was what he said after the game. We created fast attackers. We have to take care of that. we need creative, fast attackers, and we have to take care of that. When everybody was fit, we were first in the league. That's the fact. When was that? December? The expectation is very high, too high. We are a team in transition. Everyone has to make up his mind at how we have done this season at that time.
Yeah, let's take it from there. Ed Woodward and United management will have to decide. They have to review. Surely they'll review Liverpool Gal's position. You know, the season is okay. The season is not really over for them because they still have the FA Cup final to play. Once that's done, there's going to be a review of his performance this season, and they will have to make that decision. A lot of United fans are disgruntled because they don't feel they've enjoyed the season at all. I mean, for United to top the rank when it comes to backward passes, it's not good enough at all. So yeah, over to Ed Woodward and the United management team.
What else can I say? The stats says it all. I mean, that's woeful performance by Manchester United, particularly going forward. If you don't move forward in football, you can't score. Yes. You're not winning. You know, and that just tells it right there.
There seems to be a progression, so to speak, because in their last 24, in their last games they've played so far, I mean, they've taken about 24 points out. They've taken about 22 points out of 24 in their last home games. So that shows progress.
Yeah.
And take a look at Marcus Rashford. I mean, the young guy actually brought in 5 goals and 2 assists from his last 11 Premier League appearances. And Wayne Rooney yesterday was actually top-notch. An assist and also scoring a goal, his 100th goal at Old Trafford. So it tells you that maybe if he gets to stay, with the last 8 games they played at home, there's actually some level of progression. But if you just have the whole season...
I wouldn't call it progression. I just call it a few brights and spots, you know, here and there. In total, it hasn't been a good season for United. They still have a chance to actually, you know, wrap it up with victory at Wembley during the FA Cup against Crystal Palace. So, yeah, we'll know.
He promised to bring the fans that particular trophy. We'll see if he can do that. We're Channel Kids Cup, of course, we have 4 schools already confirming.
More than 4, actually.
More than 4 for now.
Actually. We're all set. Season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. The guys from Niger, they will be coming back to Lagos. Kaduna will be coming to Lagos. We also have, you mentioned, Edo, Delta. Those are regular forces at the Channels National Kids Cup. Anambra, they're ready to come around. Nasarawa, they're also saying we want to be part of the Channels National Kids Cup. Edo, they will be having their finals tomorrow to know the champions and the school that will be coming to Lagos. So wait and see. But guys, you know what it is about grassroots football development. And right here, Channels Television, we checked it out. What's the best way to catch these guys? Go back to the schools. You know, that's the basics. That's the foundation. That's where you can get them raw, and then you refine them. That's what it is. And that's what we're doing with season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. It's going to be massive, guys.
I can imagine.
I can't wait.
Each time I come out of the meeting and I hear the way officials and some of, if you see some of, in fact, the guys in Lagos, Linkcrest and National, the same. Where are they? When are they coming? We're waiting.
Why is it taking them so long to come around? But it's almost time. It's almost time. We
4 more days.
4 days to go.
22nd and Sunday, that's when the games will start. And of course, schools arrived on Friday. The screening is on Saturday, and the draws and everything.
Very important. On Saturday, the screening, the draw, and the unveiling of the jerseys. You know, we'll get to know the different schools and the different colors they'll be wearing. So once that is done on Saturday, on Sunday, it's showtime.
Time for that.
That's right. Okay, leaving the Channels National Kids Cup, let's talk about Match Day 18 in the Nigeria Professional Football League. We're seeing a lot of drama already, but Enugu Rangers is showing a lot of promise. But guys, Match Day 18 already.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Already.
So it's almost mid-season. You just see some clubs have already started talking about the fact that they actually want to boost get some players, see how they can boost their attack. Aqua United is one of the clubs that have been talking about that. Now, there you have the fixtures for today. Ikorodu United and Warriwood. So they are coming to town at Onikan Stadium. Sunshine Stars and Wiki Tourists. Sunshine Stars stories from there is still not pretty. Player salaries and all that. Shooting Stars, of course. Well, who's going to be in charge, Justin?
We'll find out today.
Against Abia Warriors and Rivers United and Aqua United. Now, the coach of Aqua United is actually from Port Harcourt. To see what's going to happen in that game, if he's going to want to play for his club or rather for his own state. But definitely he's the coach. He wants to get all 3 points out of that one. Nasarawa United and Lobby Stars will also be in action. When Nasarawa lost to Aqua United, they felt once they get back home, they should be able to pick up something, because that disappointing performance coming from their Confed Cup is yet to recover from that. Other games you have some games that will be coming up on Thursday.
Yeah.
The MFM game is definitely going to be on Thursday because the game was played on Monday morning simply because of the whole water storm and everything. Other games, Heartland, Plateau United, Giwa FC and Eimba. I'm waiting for that one. Ivan and MFM and Niger Tornadoes and of course Kano Pillars. All eyes definitely is going to be on Giwa. If they honor that game in Ilorin, they won't be expelled from the league. They won't. But if they don't, we just wait for what LFC is going to do for that.
Okay, we'll take you right away. Take the baton from Cecilia and put it right into your hands to be part of the show this morning. Sports this morning, our Channels TV, we're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's an action-packed world of sports. And when I say this, I mean it. You can talk to us on Twitter, @channels_sports, and on Facebook, @channels-sports. You can also send us an email to sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. What's the focus this morning? Cecilia told you 4 more days to go. Season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. It's all about grassroots football development, and we're catching them young. We're going back to the schools. Talk to us in the hashtag Channels National Kids Cup. On the show this morning, table tennis will get our attention. It's a special, loaded package on table tennis. You will meet everybody involved in this year's Nigeria Open. It's the 4th edition, and then we will take it into table tennis in Nigeria. You meet arguably 2 of the most experienced table tennis players in Nigeria. Don't go anywhere. You will not want to miss that part of the show. We cannot wait. I want you to talk about the Europa League. Use the hashtag Europa League. My guys still call it the Europa League. I say it's the UEFA Sevilla League. Let's see if Liverpool can change the story. But you know, Sevilla, they love the Europa League, and let's see if they can win again. Talk to us about the Nigeria Professional Football League Match Day 18. We want you to talk to us about that. Can we leave here without talking about the NBA playoffs? It's getting intense. I mean, we're getting to the business end, and now every team involved in it just want to win. We will keep talking about that one. Let's talk about the UEFA Sevilla League.
According to you, Austin, not according to UEFA. Yes. But I understand why. I mean, they have dominated the league for long periods now. 2-time, back-to-back and defending champions, and they've won it about 4 times. I mean, they even dropped down from the Champions League, and now they're in the final of the Europa League.
Look at that.
So they just love the competition. There's something about them and the competition that makes them really dangerous. And tonight they will go against Liverpool. Liverpool, they're trying to win a trophy as well.
They love the trophies.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp, they haven't won in a while now. It's been a while. And Jurgen Klopp as well wants to win in his first season. And it's going to be very, very competitive, Cecilia, Austin. This one is going to be very, very hard to call. Both sides with very quality players all over the park, from goalkeeper to striker. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Cecilia, who's going to win? Who is going to win, Cecilia? Who is going to win?
I don't want it to be Sevilla Europa League.
Yes,
I think I want Liverpool to win this one. And if they can actually stop them, because they are on the verge of history now, should they beat Liverpool tonight and win it, they become the very first team to win it 3 times in a row, 2 times champion back-to-back, and now they're seeking for the 3rd time, and they're here. They know there's no chance in the Champions League except winning this one. Same goes for Liverpool and all that. So all they need to do now is to see how they can stay focused and winning. But Liverpool players are talking to Jurgen Klopp. He's saying, look, he's happy to even be part of this. All they want to see how it's going to end today, how they can actually end the Spanish dominance of European football. Let's listen to the players talking, and also Jurgen Klopp. And of course, the second part of the show is going to be all about table tennis.
On being in the top 4 in the Champions League, and everyone wants to play in the Champions League. It's a great tournament, and there's obviously a great financial benefit to that as well. But ultimately, if you look back at your career and you don't win anything, but you've played in the Champions League 6 seasons, then there's not a lot in your cabinet to look at. Ultimately you want to win trophies, and any European trophy is fantastic. This is such a strong competition now, and you see the teams that are in it, and the teams we've managed to beat, and some of the ties we've had along the way, they would have easily looked at home in the Champions League. So we're desperate to finish this job. It's going to be a massive night for everyone involved, and hopefully we can finish what we started, because like I said, we've had so many good performances in the run into this final. It'd be a shame to waste those.
I think he's put a spirit of belief and mentality through not only the players but the fans, the whole club, and I think that's built throughout the last 6-7 months that he's been here. And I think we've went up a level, the whole team, every single player, things went up a level, and we're here, we're in a final, the European final, on a big stage, and hopefully we can just perform like we have been the last few months, and if we do that, I'm very confident we can win the game.
I'm really pleased that I can be part of this moment with this team. When I came here, there was what a big amount of doubt about these players. And now that I'm really happy that they could show how strong they are. And tomorrow is a big opportunity to make a final step, not a final step in this season, and to achieve something great. I'm really happy to be here with this club and with this team, so let's try it. The target is that nobody talks too much about the decisive players of Sevilla after the game. They have to talk more about our decisive players, so that's what I'm thinking about. But, how I said, big respect for the whole Sevilla squad. They really deserved in this final. They had a hard way to go. So I like this. Both teams really took this tournament as a very, very important thing. How everybody knows, Spain is not the last world champion. Though it was Germany, even when Spain is still a wonderful team. So things change. A few years ago it was France, then it was Spain. I don't know, maybe in this moment it's Germany. We will see the next European Championship. A lot of good players around. So England has a great squad for the European Championship. So a lot of strikers in England, maybe the most strikers in the football world in this moment in England. So that's everything changed all the time. But it's a combination of really, really good things, and so it's deserved.